Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Fanatic Rundown. This is getting a little bit tiring. The Edmonton Oilers, with their first 4-game losing streak of this season and their first 4-game losing streak since I believe it was November 2023, they said on the broadcast. The Edmonton Oilers haven't looked this bad in quite a while. I'd say out of their last 4 losses, they probably looked the best tonight, but I don't know how much of a positive that is. It was the same 2 guys that have been really the bright spots for the Edmonton Oilers the last few games, Leon Draisaitl and Matt Savoie. Leon Draisaitl opened the scoring for the Edmonton Oilers tonight with his 43rd on the power play from Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard at 11:53, but unfortunately, that's where the good times ended for the Edmonton Oilers. Tampa Bay ties it at 13-11. Couple goals in the second period, and Nick Paul finishes it off in the third period for Tampa Bay as they pick up the 4-1 win, outshooting Edmonton 37-24. They go 1 for 3 on the power play. Andrei Vasilevskiy is Andrei Vasilevskiy. Matt Savoie nearly had his first as an Edmonton Oiler and in the NHL, of course. Puck came off the boards, gave him a good opportunity in front, but of course Vasilevskiy found a way to stop it, and you got to really feel bad for Matt Savoie. He's getting his real first taste of NHL action here. He played 1 game with the Buffalo Sabres, but just loss after loss here with the Edmonton Oilers, and I definitely don't want to see Matt Savoie go back down because, like I said, between him and Leon Draisaitl, they've been really the only 2 bright spots for the Edmonton Oilers to this point. I thought Stuart Skinner was better tonight. I just didn't really like the second goal. I guess you could maybe argue the 4th goal, he went down a bit too quick, but overall, it was bad turnovers that buried the Edmonton Oilers again. Slow going through the neutral zone, the Tampa Bay Lightning with the quick adjustment attack, and they just buried every really good opportunity they had. Skinner did make a few good saves, so got to give him credit there, but the Oilers just look completely lost right now. The power play, the penalty kill, I guess the power play did get him a goal tonight, but the penalty kill struggling. The Tampa Bay Lightning did have a 5-on-3 that they scored on, so give them credit in that regard, but the turnovers are the biggest thing killing the Edmonton Oilers right now because the turnovers just seem to be turning into high danger chance, and Stuart Skinner is getting not enough of those right now for the Edmonton Oilers. Calvin Pickard as well, and with the erratic play in front of our goaltenders, it's just a recipe for the worst hockey that we've seen from the Edmonton Oilers so far this year, and it's not going to get any easier. We got the Florida Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes coming up, so if the Edmonton Oilers are going to find a way to turn this around, it's going to have to be an internal fix here. They just have to get back to basics, simple passes, head up through the neutral zone, getting pucks in deep, getting some big saves from your goaltender when you need them. Stop playing like such an erratic mess in front of the goaltenders in the defensive zone there. The Edmonton Oilers are just, they don't look like anybody knows what the other guy is doing or what to expect from the other guy. Passes are off, the speed's gone, the urgency's gone. It's been gone for a while here, too. The Oilers were struggling going into the Four Nations break, so this isn't a new development, but it's really getting exposed here with the Edmonton Oilers playing better teams like Washington and Tampa Bay and even the Philadelphia Flyers. They're not a top team, but they're a hard-working team thanks to head coach John Tortorella, and they took it to the Edmonton Oilers in the Oilers' first game back, and Connor McDavid's really struggling. I think he was a -12, I read tonight, through his first 3 games back here, so it's going from the top right down. Evan Bouchard struggled again, and this is something I just do not get. Jeff Skinner scores last game, so naturally, he's benched tonight. Like, when the Oilers are struggling for offense here over these last few games, taking a guy out that's scoring goals, I just don't see how that really helps the Edmonton Oilers here. And clearly it didn't help them to any big degree. They scored 1 goal tonight, so I don't know what's going on with Jeff Skinner and head coach Chris Knobloch. I mean, I know Jeff Skinner has his defensive deficiencies, and that's probably the biggest reason, but the guy needs to be playing further up the lineup, and the Oilers just need something to get him going. They need some kind of offensive spark to get out of this funk that they're in, and when you have a guy who is producing offense, he needs to be in there, defensive warts and all, because they at least got to get back on a winning track here, then you can focus on the other things, but there's just so many things wrong with the Edmonton Oilers right now, and this is the first time in a really long time that I've kind of struggled to watch. I was glancing at the TV in the third period, but I just really wasn't overly interested in watching this one. You just kind of knew from the outset which way it was going to go. You saw the turnovers happening. You saw the bad plays continuing, and the Oilers not getting a big save when they needed it. But really, when they can only produce 1 goal, Stuart Skinner could have absolutely stood on his head tonight, and it just would not have been enough. So I don't know what to say, guys. It was another real bummer of a game to watch. So let's hope it can turn here over the next couple games. If they're playing harder teams, it seems to bring out more of the best of the Edmonton Oilers. We really haven't seen the last couple against Washington and Tampa Bay here tonight, but like I said to start off the video, this is probably the best they've looked. It was a bit of a step tonight. I think they were playing better, but they have to find an offensive spark somewhere, and Matt Savoy and Leon Draisaitl have really been leading the Edmonton Oilers, and one of those guys you expect to do it, and another guy's come up here as an NHL rookie, and when he's out playing the vast majority of your roster, that's a big problem. So congrats to Matt Savoy. He's looked amazing since coming up from the AHL, but the Edmonton Oilers definitely need more from their roster right from the top on down. So that's all I want to say on this one, guys. We'll see what happens here over the next couple days here with the Edmonton Oilers, and hopefully they can turn it around here, down to 4 games now before the NHL trade deadline. Still nothing solid to report on that. Still nothing official on Evander Kane. We're supposed to get another update apparently on March 1st on what's happening with him. There was a report on Insider Trading tonight that the Edmonton Oilers are not interested in John Gibson. They don't feel he's an upgrade on Stuart Skinner, or at least enough of an upgrade to make that move. So if you're waiting for John Gibson to come in and save the Edmonton Oilers season, I don't think John Gibson is coming. And I don't think the Edmonton Oilers necessarily need their season saved. This is just a bad funk. I think the Edmonton Oilers will get out of it, but it's just kind of frustrating to watch here. It's the Oilers of old, it seems, on a 4-game losing streak. So, like I said, let's hope they can turn it around here quickly against the Florida Panthers and Carolina Hurricanes and at least get some stronger efforts in there. If they lose 3-2 off of a stronger effort, I can live with that more, but with these 6-3, 7-3, 4-1 losses, it's just simply not good enough from this team, and as fans, we expect, demand, and deserve better from this team. So let's hope they can turn it around here over the next few days. That's all I got to say on this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.